right, guys. I feel this tournament has started like a bit slow. I think the round one, but I think it's becoming better and better. And I think it was a perfect ending to this group stage lah, to kick on to the last 16.
Got to agree on that.
Okay, so to wrap this off, we will go
intense.
Yeah, the intensity, especially it's becoming more and more intense. Just to wrap this up, okay, we'll start with Darwin. Okay, I'll ask each of y'all. Okay, the team that has impressed you so far, just one team, and just one player you guys feel has been the best player so far in these group stages. Okay, we'll start with Darwin.
In terms of the group stages, like I said, I'm impressed with my team now, especially Netherlands.
Wow.
Because it's like I said it because like previously discussed, like how they prepared. That means they prepared the readiness before they enter the Euro. All looking down. So in the team, that means a player that I think I'm impressed so far is De Jong in the middle part. He controlled this one. He controlled all these 3 games. I see his through balls. So he's like I said, Netherlands so far they played 3-5-2. In the final game they played 4-3-3. So both formations he was a focal point. So I'm quite happy with how actually Netherlands and progress, because like I said, we will suspect that there will be upset from Group C based on their performance, but luckily they made it out. Good.
Let's see the next stage. We'll go. I think we are like I would say besides Italy, I would say another real dark horses in this tournament. Okay, we'll go to Rajan, your team and best player.
Okay, the team that I would say that impressed me the most is actually Italy. I mean, of course Hungary, but I mean I don't want to talk about Hungary now. You talk much, but I'll say Italy because I didn't even consider them as like I know they are not so good such like that. But then looking at how they play, the unitiness, I mean everything is quite good with Italy. So I think Italy has surprised me. The player that have surprised or impressed me is Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm at 36 of age. I seriously don't expect him to score so much goals or to be subbed out after 85 minutes, 80 minutes, 70 minutes. He's not going to do much. But he's being the top scorer for Euro, and he beat the record for the highest assists in Euro and top most goals in Euro. I'm speechless for him.
Top scorer in the group of that.
Top scoring group of that. Exactly. Group of that, and then he still can provide assists. And then you can't. I think I've told to Ivan before, to you all before, like when a player you can't afford to sub out, and he's 36 years of old, and he can perform better than most of the players out there. He like 31, 32, they look like they're like old players already, but that fella is 36, and that fella can run better than most of the players out there. So I'm really impressed with him.
He's 6 months older than Rooney.
Exactly. Fuck, man.
Rooney at this time was chilling somewhere in US, right?
Relax now.
And he can still cost 100 million to any other clubs at 36 years of old. Oh my god! And he's still beating records. 100 night goals. And at one point, you don't expect Ronaldo to he's 36 already. I don't think so. He's going to beat any more records, and international goals is over and everything. But I think he's going to feature for next year World Cup, and he's going to play all 90 minutes. I'm very sure.
I think to add on to Rajan, I think so. I think the second game, I think the sprint, the first goal from the clearance, the corner clearance, when Ronaldo scored the first goal, that much of distance he's able to sprint within that. I think 15 seconds.
Yeah.
That I think that is one of the highlights of the
he's the one who cleared the header, and he ran and
exactly.
Yeah, he was on the cleared it. Yeah.
Like wow, man, amazing. And then they keep showing all the stats, like before the game. I think the first one was, will he be the first player to score in 5 different Euro tournaments? I think that was before the Hungary game. He broke that.
Yeah.
Then it was the Ali Dias all-time man international football. Like always, I'll see that before the Portugal game. Then I'll know he's going to break it. He always rises up to the stake. So come to Kevin. Your team, please don't say. Okay, don't talk about group of that. Okay, we just say another team right?
For me, I would say it's Belgium. Right. They have been impressive at their group but we know they are playing with I would say not to say very high intensity game, but they have come up good and they scored quite good goals, 3-0, 2-0. So they have performed, and from the squad, I would say currently Lukaku is performing as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 3 goals for now. But he has the capacity to score more, and with the squad they have, I think they will give a tough fight for Portugal for the coming round of 16. So yes, that would be impressive. So that is definitely a match to watch for the round of 16.
Yeah, sure. We will do a short preview to come for that match. How about you, AC? Your best player and team?
Okay, so the team that impressed me so far, I think, is again Italy. Just because of how confident they are. Like I feel like they're not going into any games just even having a possibility of them losing. It's like they're going into matches having a game plan and executing it perfectly. And I think that's what you need for tournament matches. So I think Italy is really one team that every other team has to watch out for. And I was also very impressed with how Mancini actually substituted the keeper just because he wanted the
that was
goalkeeper
nice,
to have
man.
a few
What a
minutes.
moment, yeah.
Yeah.
That is such a class act. Like, it's so nice to see a manager doing that. And yeah, Italy as a team have just really impressed me a lot. As a player and being a Ronaldo fan, of course, I have to say it's Ronaldo because of all the reasons that even what Rajan said.
No,
I think
I didn't have to ask you that, AC. I think.
yeah.
We all know by
No,
default.
but honestly, even if I was not a Ronaldo fan, I think I would still say the same because
Of course, man. Yeah.
because of whatever we just said, it's honestly at this point it's just unbelievable anymore. Like, we keep thinking, okay, this is the tournament that Ronaldo will not perform. This is it, he's done. And every single time we think about that, he keeps proving us wrong. For me personally,
not there yet.
Yeah, and for me personally, there was one moment where during the Portugal-France match, there was a cross that came in from far out.
Yeah,
And
the
Ronaldo
leap,
literally
right?
out jumped. Yeah.
Kimpembe, yeah.
He was literally hanging in the air for like 2-3 seconds. And I
His
don't know,
hand
man.
was close to the defender's header, I think Kimpembe. I think his hand was at Kimpembe's.
Yeah.
Like that was immediately
I don't
after
know.
France scored, right? Like the
they were trying to go back into the. I mean, but honestly, that just left me speechless. Like what Rajan said, at 36 years of age, you would expect him to be slowing down, but he's still there, better than all the younger players. Just so remarkable. But there's also one player I'd like to point out that has sort of surprised me, and that has to be Lukaku. Having watched him how he played in Man United, I mean, I don't even want to go there, but
He's impressed.
I was watching a Belgium match just because of the fact that I know that Portugal they're going to play Belgium next, right? I felt like, Belgium is a good team. They've been playing well, but I feel like the player who makes the difference for Belgium is Lukaku. He's literally the person who's bringing the ball. He's got so much of pace with that size. He literally looks like a bull, rushing through the defense. Defenders are having such a hard time to cope with him. And I think he's really going to be such a pain in the ass for Portugal as well.
And to add on to AC, I just went through this fact. At 28 years of age, Lukaku, when compared to Ronaldo, in terms of goals per game ratio, he has very much higher goals per goal ratio compared to Ronaldo. But of course, I don't know whether he can do what he can do at 36 years of age like Ronaldo. But yeah, and also I'd like to add one thing on Ronaldo. I still remember watching Euro 2016 final, and they were saying as though that is Ronaldo's last game, last final, and he's not going to do anything. Oh, he has to win it and all. And he just say like, I don't know.
Like he's like so determined now to go and play the final day. You can see it in his face.
After 5 years, man, 5 years. Oh my god.
He's still there.
Okay, wrap up with Anand, your team and best player.
The team that impressed me throughout this group stages was again Italy. I think AC summarized it very well. That's not the Italy that I knew of all this while, man. with such a fast game plan, and also the transition, they play the football during the transition. They catch the opponents during the transition. That is something very new that I see doing it very, very well done with Italy in this time. And with the current players, I think they could have done even better previously. But with the current players, I did not expect that coming. Player, I would say Modric. Likewise, Luka Modric in his last game, I think he showed his class. He was able to bring his team, single-handedly to come out from the group stage. So credits to him. He's also one of the players, like you guys mentioned, Ronaldo and all, and his goal and the way he controlled the midfield to bring the goals to his team was superb. Yeah, he did impress me. Yeah.
Yeah, we can really see like at at certain point of this tournament, right, there were points where all these Real Madrid, either they were ex-Real Madrid players or current Real Madrid players, really showing their elite class,
Even
man. Benzema,
even
Modric,
Pepe. I'm quite
Pepe.
impressed with him also.
Yeah, for his age, he's like I think we spoke about this in the last call as well. He's still a better defender than Ruben Dias for Portugal right now.
Exactly. I thought Ruben Dias is going to be the man, and Pepe is
Best defender in the world.
Yeah,
Ruben Dias.
That's the funny thing about tournament, right?
It exposes you.
Yeah.
But just to add one thing about Italy, I saw Italy's last game because Verratti came back. I just wanted to see Verratti's game. But Italy made 8 changes, against Wales. Wales at that time was not qualified yet, so they had to play their best team. But despite making 8 changes, Italy, their game style still looked the same. And that is quite scary, I feel. That means it shows that there is a tactical plan there. It just depends on who's going to execute it only. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think among all the teams that I've seen so far, I think Italy has the highest chemistry in their game. Like you see their game plan, it's so fluid, right? Their movements is also good. Like we could see in other games, typically we see that countries when they play, they don't have that exact chemistry as clubs because they don't train or play as often as clubs, right? But in Italy's game, it seems like they're like a club. That's how much of chemistry they have. They know what they're supposed to do. Each player knows his role, and I think that's what's gonna make them really scary.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's a fantastic wrap up for the group stages. After this, we will preview another team with high chemistry, England facing Germany. Hey guys, stay tuned. We will come back to this. Right. Good one.
Right.